All right, let's take you live now to Centurion, where our reporter Ntlantla Kgatlhane, as mourners pay tribute to the late Gertrude Shope. Ntlantla is there for us. Ntlantla, very good afternoon to you. So earlier on, just hearing you speaking there to ANC veteran Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, saying, of course, that Shope was also a Pan-Africanist. What else did mourners come to say to the family?
Well, thank you so much. And I think indeed coming to you right here from the Shope residence, where a lot of high-ranking leaders of the ANC have came to pay tribute, also from government. Earlier there, you saw the former minister of DERCO, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, also, who was the first to come here. We also earlier spoke to Lindwe Sisulu, who's also from the DERCO department, who came to pay tribute to the family, to show support. But with me here, I'm with the Deputy Minister of DERCO, the current Deputy Minister of DERCO, Thandi Moraka, who's going to speak to us, in terms of, the relation as the department that they had with Getrude Shope. And we also know that, it's somebody that you know. Just talk to us, briefly in terms of, this fallen giant, your fondest memory, and also as a department, the relations you had with her.
Let me start first by indicating that Uma Shope is one of the first cohort of women who served in the first democratic parliament of our democratic South Africa in 1994 under the leadership of democratic President Nelson Mandela. They contributed immensely towards the liberation of our country from the colonial era into the democratic dispensation. Their contribution has since given birth to the inclusion of women. As you know, that we are the most respected country globally in terms of issues of equity. Today we see women in leadership role. We see women playing their efforts in the mediation and peacekeeping efforts in the continent and globally because of the women of the caliber of Shope. And I need to indicate that as the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, we felt strongly that we needed to come to the family and pass our condolences to the family on the passing of this stalwart of our revolutionary movement. And indeed, it is under the leadership of Shope that since 2013 we have been training women in peacekeeping efforts in the continent. Of course, we started here at home, where we worked with several NGOs and other sister departments, and it has culminated in the dialogue that we always have in honor of Shope. We call it Getrude Shope Annual Dialogue, where the women that are in the mediation efforts are coming together in honor of her lasting legacy and her selfless contribution. So we really need to continue with this relationship that we've been having with the Shope family, even beyond her passing as a department, because you know that the dialogue is being held at DERCO offices on an annual basis. Even this year, in August, it will be 10 years since the dialogue was launched in 2015. So we really want to take this opportunity and convey our sympathies to the family and friends of Shope and the rest of the revolutionary movement that have worked very closely with her. And we're saying your pain is our pain, your loss is our loss, because we're still looking at learning a lot of experiences on how we need to work together with women, especially where there are conflicts and also where there is a need for us to deal with peace and conflict resolution through mediation and dialogue.
Thank you so much, Minister. That was the Deputy Minister of DERCO there just talking to us with regards to this fallen giant, saying that she came to pay tribute, but that emanates from, the role that she had played in the liberation of that country, and also the relation that, as the department, they continue to have with her. With that being said, it's back to you in studio.
Ntlantla, thank you so much for that. Of course, our reporter there, Ntlantla Kgatlhane, just giving us just what mourners are saying as they reflect back on the passing of Shope.